Hi, Chrisanne, it's Rachel. Thanks for clicking on this video. In this video, I'm just going to briefly show you a few things I found on your website that you can fix easily so you can start bringing in more business. Before I start that, I just want to let you know again, I think it's so awesome that you have your own company. I've done a lot of research on electrician companies, and you're the first female-owned one that I found. And I just think it's amazing. I talked to my daughter and my son earlier about it today because their uncle is actually an electrician. And it was just really cool to see my daughter's eyes kind of light up and know, that there's females out there that are in male-dominated roles. And it's awesome. The sky's the limit, essentially. And it's just really cool to see. So anyways, now you're probably wondering why I would even make this video. And it's just, there are a lot of business owners out there that are so busy running their own companies that they don't have time to learn how to make the internet bring them even more business. So I started making these videos and giving them away for free. Some folks call me back after watching this, and some do this stuff themselves. Whatever you would like to do is okay with me. This is just free information, but it will help you rank higher on Google if you follow these tips. So the three things that we're going to touch on today are content, backlinks, and citations. So I've got your website up, and it looks pretty good. I like the colors. It's really simple, really clean. But what Google really cares about is content, and they want to make sure that you're within a 1,500 to 2,000 word mark on this homepage. And so I've gone ahead and I put your website into what's called wordcounter.net, and this is just a free tool. And as you can see, you've got about 138 words on there. And then I put in Mr. Electric, who is one of the top competitors in your area. I put him into word counter as well. And as you can see, he's got 1,241 words on his homepage. So he's not quite at that 1,500 mark, but he's obviously very close, much closer than you are. So one way to help boost your rankings in Google is simply to just add more quality content onto your page. Now, the next thing that Google likes to see is keywords sprinkled into that content. So one of those keywords is Electrician Portland, and I looked that up on your site. It's not on here at all, and so you can easily add that in there by putting something on here that says like the electrician that Portland loves, and that will help rank you as well because these are buyer intent keywords. And so when people type these phrases into Google, they're looking for an electrician. Google has crawlers that read your site. They'll see that particular phrase, and it's going to help you rank even higher. Now, the next thing that we're going to talk about is backlinks. So Google is similar to a popularity contest. So backlinks are very important because Google wants to see a bunch of other websites vouching for you, saying that you are trustworthy. But Google also has to make sure that those backlinks are trustworthy and relevant as well. So it's like a giant network of trustworthy websites just linking to each other, and you need to get some of those linking to you. But it's important to remember that not all backlinks are created equal, and so you're not going to have the same amount of power if, say, Pizza Hut is linking to you because Google knows you're not a pizza company. Now, the tool that I use to check out backlinks is called Ahrefs. This is a paid tool. There are plenty of tools out there that are free, so you don't have to use this. So I put Equality Electric in here, and as you can see, you have 3 backlinks into referring domains. So the backlinks go into these referring domains, and these domains are the websites that are linking to you. Now I've also put Mr. Electric in, and as you can see, he has a ton more backlinks and referring domains. But what you'll notice here is this UR. So this UR is Google's rating of how trustworthy your website is, and this DR is Google's rating of how powerful your website is. And this is kind of called the golden ratio, and we want these to be pretty equal. So as you can see, his website is powerful, but it's not very trustworthy. So again, that kind of falls back to those backlinks not all being created equal. And maybe he has quite a few backlinks in here that aren't really doing his site any justice. And so you would just want to be more mindful, I guess, of the backlinks that you're picking and then the referring domains that you're adding yourself to. But you can do just a simple thing to get yourself in these same ones. You go into these referring domains, and once it loads here, it's going to take a minute. And then you would just kind of get yourself added to these same exact websites, and some of them you just have to register an account with. Some of them you just have to email the account owner. Sometimes you do have to pay for some of the subscriptions, but it can end up being worth it depending on how big you want your business to grow, because your website starts ranking and you start bringing in more organic traffic. And so we'll touch on organic traffic here in a second. Here are these keywords. And so to help improve your site, you can go into these organic keywords and find ones that have really high volume. This is stuff that people are searching for when they go into Google, and you can add those same exact things to your website, just sprinkled in, making it look organic. You don't want to do the same keyword like 500 times on your homepage. You just want it to be in there a couple of times. You can bold it, and that helps Google read it even better. And then once you start to get the volume for those, you'll see your position starts to change with where you rank with them as well. And so when we look into yours, you've got about 24 organic keywords. And so we can add even more in there, especially on that home page. I really like these keywords. They're awesome. And now to touch more on that organic, if I type in Electrician Portland here, and again, this is one of those buyer intent keywords that we want to have more on your homepage. So when you start to rank organically on Google, that means you're going to show up down here. And this is exactly where we want to start showing up. You want to be in the 1, 2, or 3 position here organically. And so once you start getting more content on your page, more keywords on your page, and then some more backlinks and websites linking back to you, you're going to start to rank right up here. And then another place that you can get yourself ranking is in these Google ads, and you just bid higher on this keyword to get yourself in these positions. But some clients, when they Google this stuff, they like to click on the first thing that they see. And so if that's you, then that brings you some more business. And so the last thing that we're going to talk about is this area right here. This is called the local map pack, or Google My Business. And you get here by having more citations than your competitors. And a citation is just your business's name, address, and phone number listed in a directory. And a directory is just a website that allows you to do that, like Yelp, Yellow Pages, Facebook, Angie's List, Home Advisor, those kinds of things. And so you can just find out what directories your competitors are listed in and get yourself added into those same exact ones. And then you want to go above and beyond that. And so if they're in like 150 directories, you want to get yourself added into 250 or maybe even 300, and you'll start to blow them out of the water. And so this is how you can be number 1 all across Google. So you can show up in the ads, you can show up number 1 in the map pack, and then you can rank number 1 organically as well. And so that's all I've got for you today, Chris Ann. I tried to keep this informative and helpful while keeping it short and to the point. So just a quick recap: you want to increase the content on that homepage. You want to sprinkle in more of those keywords in there as well. And then we want to get more backlinks going to you. And, you know, we can always, I'm assuming maybe it's just you and another employee, so we don't necessarily have to target Mr. Electric right away as you grow your business, but even just adding a few more referring domains and backlinks and stuff is going to start to rank you higher in Google, and it's going to bring more people to your website and more of that organic traffic. And then the last thing we talked about was just a quick touch on some Google ads, and then this local map pack and getting more citations out there for your business so that you can start ranking up here as well. Okay, so that's all I've got for you. Now you're probably wondering what to do now. There's 2 options. You can take this information and you can do it all yourself, and I invite you to do that. It's a wonderful thing, and it would be great to see your company, especially your company, rising higher in the Google rankings and getting more business to you. And it would just be wonderful to see you doing that successfully. And if you're like some of the other folks I talked to, I'm more than happy to schedule a time to sit down and chat with you and come up with a really solid plan and some goals for your company. And I would love to actually help you with this. But either way, any sort of feedback that you have for me on this video would be wonderful. I would absolutely love it. You can get in touch with me via text like we have been, or phone call. I know you're busy. Whatever works better for you works fine for me. And my number is 406-530-7548. Thank you.